storytelling today is about the short memories of Pumbaa, the warthog. Pumbaas are our herbivores, and we have two types of them in Kenya. We have the desert warthog and we have the common warthog. The desert ones are found in more drier countries in the northern part of Kenya. And some people don't think that Pumbaas are beautiful. In fact, they are on the list of the ugly 5. And this is my story to prove that the Pumbaas have a very short memory. It is this morning, early morning, and we are in the plains of Amboseli National Park with my guests. And we are driving around looking for anything interesting. And my guests asked me, "Stanley, what are you going to show us today?" And I said, a game drive is like fishing. You never know what you are going to get. You just go out there and play by ear. So we kept driving and we got to this small lager, like a ravine, and we crossed the small bridge, and I used my binoculars and I looked, and about 1,000 yards away there was there were 4 female lionesses basking, enjoying the morning sun. And I said, oh, this is beautiful, because here in Amboseli it's very unusual to see the cats. The highlight of the park is the elephants and the mountain with the snow caps. So it is lucky that we have found these lions. I think this is a lucky morning. So we drove up towards the lions, and when we got to the lions, as soon as we got there, one of the female lions, I think it's the lead female, she stood up on the termite mound and she looked a long way away, and you could see she was focused on something. I used my binoculars. I tried to scan around the plains. I saw nothing. I repositioned the car. We all went above through the open roof hatches for a better view. And we started scanning, everybody with the binoculars. We looked around, and very quickly I saw a head, a small head, pop up and down. And I tried to figure out what it was. And it was the head of a Pumbaa, the warthog. At this time, the lions have started walking through the tall red oat grass, headed for their breakfast. And as they got closer, they spread out. They have some black marks on the back of the ears, and that is what they use whenever they are spreading out, so that they can lay a trap, because lions hunt communally. It's the only cat out of the big cats that hunt together. The other cats, the leopard, the cheetah, they are solitary hunters. I looked again and I said to my guests, this is going to be, if it's not going to be a kill, we are going to see a chase here, which is better than nothing. The woman with me at the back said, oh, I don't think we want to see this. And I said, this is what you came to see. You all came to see how nature takes course. And the warthogs were created to be food for these cats. She didn't like that one. But the daddy was happy, and he said, Stanley, make it happen. I said, it's 50-50. One of the lionesses was sent to go round by the other 3 so that she could scare the Pumbaa towards them. The others just laid down, and the camouflage for the lions is great. When they go down, you can never see them. Unfortunately or fortunately, the warthog himself, the Pumbaa, I think they have a sixth sense. They smelled that a lion was coming, a predator was nearby. She stood up and looked back. She saw the lion, and like a bat out of hell, she took off. That is when we realized she was not alone. She had 6 piglets, and they also took off, following the mama in the tall grass. The mama put the tail up, because normally that's what they do. They put the tail up so that the young ones can locate the tail and follow the mommy in tall grass. So she's running with her tail up, and the 6 piglets, they are also running because they do what the mother does. They also pull the tail up, and they are running towards the mommy. They have small legs, and when they are running, they look like sausages on wheels. All this time they are saying, "Mommy!" The mommy gets into a place where we had a barrow, and these barrows are made by the aardvark, which is an anteater. The anteaters, they have good sense of smell. They can smell a nest of termite underground, 5 feet deep, and they use their sharp claws, and they go quickly like this. They remove their tongue, they put it on the base of the nest. All the termites are attracted by the moisture of the tongue. They get on the tongue, the aardvark swallows that, she does the same again, and 3 times doing that, she wipes a whole nest of the whole colony of termites. So in a night, they might make several barrows. They do the same. They have good sense of smell. They go around, they smell. There could be a termite nest here. They do the same. And these barrows, because the aardvark will only use one to rest during the day, the others become homes for many other animals, especially the predators. Hyenas love them. Leopards love them. We have African rock pythons. Sometimes they are in there. We have jackals breeding. They breed in those barrows. So we can say that the aardvarks are the engineers. Their work is to make homes for other animals. So when they got to this barrow, the mama Pumbaa, she turned back. She put her reverse gear and she backed up down into the hole with her tail straight down. They do not go head in first, because going head in first is too dangerous. There could be a predator, there could be an enemy in there. So they put their tail straight, and as they are backing up, they are checking whether there is anybody or an enemy. When she did that, the babies, very quickly, they just did like the mommy, because animal babies are just like human babies. They copy, and they want to do what the mommy or the daddy has done. So they also turned, they put the reverse gear, and one after the other, they all went down into the barrow. The lions got to this place, and there was big storm of dust, and you could see the sadness in their eyes that they had missed breakfast. But somehow, one of them, through their body language, was able to remind them that the warthogs have a short memory. So they didn't leave this place. They surrounded the barrow, and they sat there. They were not going to go. They were there because they knew sooner or later the warthogs will come out again. As I was explaining this to my guest, I said, please, let's wait. I think this is going to be interesting. The woman still did not want to see that, but I was not leaving. I also wanted to see it. That's why I love my job. It's the only job in the world where you get paid to be on holiday. Deep down in the barrow, after 5 minutes, the warthog mama, the Pumbaa mama, she forgot why she was in the barrow. And she said to the piglets, my babies, what are we doing in here? Let's get out and go enjoy the sun. And one after the other, they started shooting out of the barrel like potatoes. One after the other. This time, the lionesses, they are trying to grab these poor little ones mid-air. And they missed it all. I don't think they were serious, because they wanted to get the big mummy, because that was a bigger meal for them. And when finally the mama came out, she came out straight and she jumped out into the air. And for the first time in my life, I saw lions fly. They took off in pursuit of this poor warthog, and they caught up with her mid-air. She was brought down. This is 4 lionesses versus only 1 warthog. One lead lioness went for the neck. She pinned this poor thing down. As she was doing it, because warthogs have a thick neck, it's very difficult for you to suffocate a warthog. So she is struggling to kill this warthog. And the other 3 are behaving like hyenas. They are already feasting on the poor thing, and they started with the butts. And the poor thing is screaming, "What a way to die!" The hyenas do not kill you. They eat you alive. And that is what these lions were doing. They were eating this poor Pumbaa alive. As they were doing it, the one that was holding the head realized they were going to finish everything for her. So she wanted to take off with the head, but it was still intact with the main body. So the other ones are pulling the carcass on this side, and the one with the head is pulling. There was a tug of war, and there was a lot of growling, and I looked down into the valley, and I saw from a long way away a big black-maned lion, big guy. He had been running for a long time. He was panting, coming towards the kill, and when the females saw him come, they took off into the bushes. Because in the lion kingdom, it's the king lion that eats first. They do not take part in most of the hunting. They will take part whenever the lions are hunting a big prey, like a buffalo or a hippo, a baby elephant. But most of the times they stay back. And why they do not take part in most of the hunting is because they have big bodies and the big men. And every time they try to sneak up towards the prey, they start out and they goof it. So the females have agreed to do it, and they have told the boys, you sit back, go into the men's cave, enjoy your remote control, and when the food is ready, we'll give you a call. So this time, they didn't send a message that the females had a kill. So they took off. He got to the kill. He didn't like it because it was not much, but it was something. It was better than nothing. So he took it. The females were still hiding in the bush. He cleaned everything. A warthog for a lion, a male lion, is nothing. Nothing was wasted. He ate the head, he ate the hooves, he ate the intestines. Nothing was left. Nothing was left for the jackals. Nothing was left for the vultures. Hyenas maybe only got to lick some blood and some stuff from the intestine. That is all that was left. I looked back at my guest and I said, what a great day, what a great experience. Somebody must be carrying good karma from home, because this does not happen every day. And they said, Stanley, we are so happy. We want to go back to the camp and have a cold tusker. I said, oh, my friend, in Kenya there is a law that you can't take a tusker before 5 o'clock. And my friend there said, oh my God, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's do it. We got on our seats, turned the car, and we headed back to the camp. This is a proof of the story that I had told them before, that Pumbas have the shortest memory. Sometimes they see a predator coming close in hunting mode and they take off. After 3 seconds, they forget why they are running and they relax and they are eating. They start going for the grass. Kindly do not forget to subscribe, like and hit the share button so that we can help each other to grow the audience and get more people to enjoy. Thank you.